Hello, I'm Hal Lublin.
And I'm Mark Gagliardi.
Since the dawn of humanity, one issue has gone unsettled. With the fate of the world in the balance, we're here to settle, once and for all.
Trivia Showdown!
That's right. Don't worry, everyone. We got this.
Podcasts should have a theme song. Podcasts should not have a theme song. Yes, they should. No, they shouldn't. They sound good. Yeah, but people are just going to skip past it. You know what? You're right. We got this.
You two ready? You two ready for this? We'll do our formal start. Give it just a moment.
Okay.
I just want to make sure you two are psyched up. You got that energy going.
I'm so psyched. Last time we did this, it was oddly even because Mark got progressively drunker and I hadn't slept. I was waking up like 3 hours sleep.
Yeah,
I think you were just trying to even it up.
Like take it off the internet drunk.
You were taking it off the internet drunk. So here we are again.
Yeah. So Ken, let me ask you a question because this did seem to be something that we determined halfway through last time. Can we raise our hand for a question before
it's completely asked? Yes.
Before it's completely asked.
Yeah. But it's one of those things that you run the risk of failing and falling on your face rather spectacularly.
Which means the second a hand goes up, you get called on and the question doesn't get finished. Is that the trade-off? Correct.
As soon as your hand goes up, then I'm going to call on you. So you better have that answer ready. You better be super confident.
I mean, even when I'm wrong, I'm super confident.
That is absolutely true. Do you two have any other questions? I'm going to explain the rules to everybody.
I really wish I had a paddle instead of just holding my hand up.
You have
like a little Ken Plume paddle.
Get a paddle. Grab something.
I don't have any paddles. I do have a paddle. Hold on.
All right, I'm going to use something for a paddle too. Ready?
Yeah.
Philly cheesesteak lays.
We're not going to get a sponsor.
Lays.
We're not going to get a sponsor. Try as hard as you might.
Philly
Should I go get the?
Lays.
Should I go
get
get
a chip that is like a tourist trap in a bag? Try Geno Steaks flavored Lay's potato chips. There's a cheesesteak in every bite.
Why don't I actually get something pure
I have
Philly?
A Bernie 2016 paddle.
You have a paddle?
Well, it was warm, and because he's an old man that's older than air conditioning, he's used to talking in a hall where people are just sitting like this.
Oh, you've never been more Tennessee than you are right
Graham
now.
crackers. How's that?
How about if I go get one of those brand new caramel apple pie tasty
I'm just practicing
cakes?
Going fast.
You don't get to raise anything, Plume. You're the quiz master.
Yeah.
I was just going to have a snack for later, but whatever.
Don't wave your tasty cake in my face. Let's get into this.
So welcome, everyone, to the We Got This Invitational Trivia Challenge with our two head-to-head combatants.
The hosts are the only two invited, that seems.
Vying for the trivia crown.
The producer made it, and the hosts were the only two invited to this invitation.
Hal Lublin, Mark Gagliardi are going to go head-to-head with a collection of trivia questions culled from decades of editions of the Trivial Pursuit. We're going to have the Disney edition, the Genus 6, the 25th anniversary edition, the Totally 80s edition, the Pop Culture edition. We have so many editions that can be chosen from. So what's going to happen is I'm going to roll to see who gets to go first and request a category. If they get the question right, they're able to pick whatever category they want.
Now,
for
when
the
you
next
say
question.
category, you mean the box.
I mean addition.
Right.
Addition.
Yeah. You are selecting. Let me ask you this: Are you going to select the question blindly, or are you going to look at the card, read the questions, and pick the one?
No.
He rolls a dice.
Soon as you choose which edition, if you have the ability to choose. So if you answer a question correctly, you will get to choose which edition your question comes from. I'm going to roll a die. And then based on that will determine which question on the card from that edition will be read to you both.
Gotcha.
You both have the ability on the question to whoever raises their paddle or signifier first, I'm going to call on. If you answer the question correctly, then you get to choose again. If you answer it incorrectly, then your challenger gets to try and pick up that question and score that point. If you both get the question wrong, then I get to choose which edition the next question comes from.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, can I ask one more question before we start?
You can ask one more question before we start.
Who won last time we did this?
I believe, based on this
Hal won last time we did this. I don't remember because I got handicappedly drunk halfway through.
Hal won by a single point.
All right, man. Here we go. Let's do this.
It was super close. No matter how handicapped Mark was, it was still super close.
After this one.
Yes.
What do you mean you can only tie after this one?
I mean, I'm up 1-0, so the best you can do is pull even. No, the worst that could happen is I pull up 2-0 on you.
You're 1-0 with an asterisk.
That's fine. I'll take it.
Whoever is closest on this, so please, Hal, pick a number.
And as determined previously, it is whoever is winning at the end of 1 hour, correct?
Mm-hmm. At the end of 1 hour, whoever has the high score. Otherwise, we could probably go on for hours, so we're not going to do that.
It just turned 7:30. I keep hitting this mic stand, so I apologize.
Okay.
It just turned 7:30.
So let's get started. So I want you each to choose a number between 1 and 6. Whoever's closest to what gets rolled on the die will get the first edition choice. So, Hal, your choice between 1 and
3.
6. Mark?
4.
And it is 2. So, Hal, what edition would you like to choose from?
Let's start with pop culture, Ken.
Pop culture. Going pop culture.
For 500.
And the question...
Are we playing the mess with Ken
from
game?
Pop culture.
Yeah. Okay.
This is the category fad.
Okay.
What film did ad man Tim Deegan convince 20th Century Fox to screen at midnight on April Fool's Day in 1976 at New York's Waverly Theater? Mark?
The Jerk.
No, this is a little early for The Jerk. How can you steal?
No.
At the Waverly Theater, 1976, Fox executive convinced them to screen the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Hey, all right.
Fair enough.
So I get to choose, and we're going to go from Gina...
Somehow Ken's winning.
Gina 6, always. Gina 6 edition. We're going to go. Category is history. Your question is, what nation's city of Pune was rocked in 2001 by angry stick-wielding housewives of the Bengal army attacking alcohol bootleggers? Hal?
India.
Correct.
You asked that one last time. I'll take pop culture again.
What?
I realize that.
It's a game of memory. It's a game of memory.
That is... Oh, are we going to start with an asterisk?
No. Why don't you kiss my asterisk? How about that?
I'm calling foul on this that you got one you literally got the last time you played.
There were so many variables that should have prevented that from happening, and yet it happened.
And I don't remember because, guys, it is not my fault. I got very drunk.
It is exactly your fault. You kept pouring into the glass.
No, I know.
Sam Malone wasn't there hooking you up. By the way, this game's brought to you by Andy's Snap Bars. All the Andys you come
and Bernie's 2016 campaign.
Only the top 2% of the top 1% enjoy Andy's Snap Bars.
That's the Andys we were talking about in the candy episode.
That was the link I sent you to show you those existed, right?
And okay,
Hal, what edition would you like to choose?
Are we really counting that one even though it was asked the last time?
Yes. 1980s.
Okay.
1980s.
For goodness sake.
Totally 80s edition. This is a TV question. The question is, what Carl Sagan science fiction series was subtitled A Personal Voyage? Hal?
Cosmos.
The answer is Cosmos.
You didn't have that one last time, did you?
No.
Then that one counts.
We're just going to say that every time that you ask that, regardless, because you clearly don't remember.
Give me the anniversary edition, please.
The anniversary edition. So, from the anniversary edition, I'm going to go for 6th, which is art and literature.
Oh, no. Nobody reads.
Oof, books. You have a crock pot on your bookshelf.
My favorite thing to read is a clock descending.
Who was Anne of Green Gables' best friend? Mark?
Anne of Avonlea.
That is incorrect. Hal, would you be able, in the slightest, to pick this up?
Anne B. Davis from the Brady Bunch. She played Alice.
She only hangs out with other Annes.
The answer, of course, is Diana Barry.
Ants marching. Dun, 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 dun.
So
That's their theme song. All the Anns, they all go out there. and Ramsey comes out from the Fratelli house.
We're going to go to the 1990s edition.
Rad.
And your question is...
Very blast.
Are you ready?
Yes.
What cold water phenomenon replaced the previous year's warm water El Nino in 1998? Mark?
La Niña.
Correct.
Nice.
Mark, finally on the board.
In a 1-1 battle.
Asterisk.
Actually, it's 2-1. But go on.
2 with an asterisk. 1-1.
What edition would you like to choose from?
I'm still going to call foul on that for the rest of the game. Let's go genus edition.
Let's go genus.
You want some cheese to go with that wine?
All right there, greaseball. You got a little Vaseline on your neck there.
It helps me throw caves.
Your question.
All right, Brady.
What actor was surprised to be introduced as Matt Damon before reciting Lou Gehrig's farewell address at a 2002 Marlins game? Mark?
Ben Affleck?
Incorrect. Hal?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Incorrect. The answer is Matt Dillon.
Matt Dillon.
Okay.
Matt Dillon.
What was he doing there?
Introduced as Matt Damon.
What a surprise.
It was 2002, so
yeah.
Matt Dillon was invited places then.
Riding high off that There's Something About Mary fame.
Teeth money.
So we're going to go from the anniversary edition, and we're going to go with a geography question.
Okay.
Oh.
Which country claims to have a Loch Ness-like monster in its Lake Störsen? Hal?
Sweden.
Correct.
You kept asking the question. He said, which has a monster like the one in Loch Ness, and then his hand went up, and you finished the question, and then you asked Hal. Guys,
I completely forgot about that aspect, but...
So
it's remember it going forward. Win, Mark. I can't help it.
Now that point clearly doesn't count. Right? Guys, I gotta log off if that one counts in the first one.
I gotta log off. Don't be.
I got to do.
You're gonna do that in front of an audience of your diehard fans. You're gonna be a spoil sport like that. You're watching. See this.
All right.
Ken, you decide. Does that count?
If it keeps Mark,
I think you should take the point away. But I just wanted him to sweat.
We'll take the point away.
You didn't stop.
Do you want us to stop you if a hand goes up? Do you want the other person to stop you?
We're going to do another geography question to make up for that one.
Why you roll the die then?
I got to pick a different card. So I have to pick what question.
Then it's still going to be the geography question.
You said I'm going to ask another geography question. Why'd you roll the die?
But the anniversary edition is broken up where the questions are purely from a single category. So to pick which one from the card, I have to roll the die.
So it's an all geography card.
This is an all geography card for the anniversary edition. So the question is...
That seems wrong.
What creature is pictured on the German coat of arms? Hal?
Lion.
Incorrect. Mark?
An eagle.
You are correct. Maybe got a point.
Let's go. What'd you call me? Let's go regular edition.
Let's choose. Regular edition?
Yeah.
Your question is, people and places is the category. What U.S. is shoehorned between Arkansas, Mississippi, and Texas? Mark?
Louisiana.
Correct.
I didn't hear part of that question because you cut out.
Oh, we'll put an asterisk by mine then.
No, give him the point.
Oh.
Ken's been frozen for me for the last 3 minutes.
Has he really?
Yeah. I reset my
let's
router.
keep playing.
Let's keep going.
Mark, what edition would you like to choose from?
It's been sitting back there staring me in the face. Let's go Disney.
Disney. Okay. The film that these questions are from.
Okay.
So we have Winnie the Pooh questions. Your question is, what is Eeyore stuffed with? Hal?
Hay.
Incorrect. Mark, can you steal this?
Newspaper.
Incorrect. The correct answer is sawdust. Eeyore is stuffed with
I knew it was
sawdust.
something sad.
Yeah.
Something sad and cheap.
Divorce papers?
Unpaid alimony.
Oh, yeah. My God. Gruel?
Summons?
Summon.
Letters from a relative you thought was dead?
Playbills from Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark?
Hey, don't knock that show until you try it by sitting in the back row when the two of them get tangled up together, and then you tap your friend and go...
Okay, so this question is from the Totally 80s edition.
Okay.
Yes.
And what ballet star fathered Jessica Lange's daughter, Alexandra? Mark?
Mikhail Baryshnikov.
Correct.
I didn't realize they were a couple.
They weren't. He did once by night and then fled off into the ether. And they sang Moment in the Woods together after.
Mark, what edition would you like to choose from?
Let's go Big Orange 6.
Big Orange? Big Orange 6.
Faith and Big Orange.
This is a history question for you two.
Great.
Okay.
What ancient Sanskrit document enjoyed a wide Victorian audience thanks to the 1883 translation by Sir Richard Burton? Hal?
The Rosetta Stone.
Incorrect. Mark, can you steal this?
I'm going to guess the Kama Sutra.
You are correct.
Nice.
Big Orange 6 again, please.
Big Orange 6 again. What G word for someone obsessed with technology was added to Merriam-Webster's Collegiate Dictionary in 2001? Hal?
Oh my gosh. This is not,
You're going to have to give me an answer.
I'm going to say, Gadget Head, but I know that's wrong.
You were incorrect. Mark, can you steal?
Will you repeat the question?
No.
You're going to take that from Hal?
What G word for someone obsessed with technology was added to Merriam-Webster's Collegiate Dictionary in 2001?
I have no idea.
The answer is gearhead.
Gearhead.
That was the first thing I was going to say, and I was like, there's no way.
I thought a gearhead was a car person.
That's what I thought, too.
Yeah.
I psyched myself out of it.
You did not say it. You need to trust your instinct, or else you fail. So we're going to choose.
Ken, if you had your own game show, would every question end with shaming the contestants?
Yeah, I've watched enough Jeopardy.
You didn't get that one.
So this is from Sports and Leisure.
Ooh, British pronunciation.
And the question is, who in 2001 became the only wild card entry to win the Wimbledon men's singles title? Mark?
I don't even know who was playing back then. Pete Sampras.
Incorrect. Hal?
Is it Andre Agassi?
Incorrect. Goran Ivanisevic.
Man.
Made up name. Next.
All names are made up. Quote Thor. I love that. That's still one of my favorite lines in that movie. That's a made up word.
We're going to go anniversary edition. Science and nature is the category. Your question. What word describes bear-like if feline is cat-like? Hal?
Ursine.
You are correct. Hal, coming back hard, but not hard enough yet.
Yeah, there's a hole here. And I can't see the pictures you're holding up. Like, the lag is so bad visually,
Wait, are you
the audio is good.
Holding up pictures?
I'm not holding up any pictures.
No, for the Disney one, you hold up didn't you hold up a picture?
But I'm going to verbally tell you as well.
Okay,
Don't
great.
worry.
Let's go with the 1980s.
1980s. Your question is, who was dubbed Foxy Roxy and the Strumpet with the Trumpet during her Palm Beach divorce? Mark?
Oh.
You're going to have to give me an answer.
Oh, I have no idea.
Hal?
Can you please read the question again?
No.
Who was dubbed Foxy Roxy and the Strumpet with the Trumpet during her Palm Beach divorce?
This is 1980s, right?
This is the 1980s. And I know
I'm going to say Ivana Trump.
You were a very big reader of the Inquirer at the time in elementary school. The answer, I'm sorry, is Roxanne Pulitzer.
Sure.
Roxanne Pulitzer.
And named the prize after her, right?
Yes, that's right.
The Trumpet Prize.
Yeah.
The Trumpet Prize, give it out annually.
Yeah, it's only the Pulitzer Prize for trumpeting.
Yeah.
We're going to go with the anniversary edition category entertainment.
Okay.
Great.
And your question is, what country complained about Sacha Baron Cohen's Borat character that admitted, Mark?
Kazakhstan.
You are correct.
Big Orange 6.
Big Orange 6. And your question is, who did Mets manager Bobby Valentine later apologize to in 2002 after angrily comparing umpires to the Gestapo? Mark?
The Gestapo.
You are correct.
Let's go Disney.
Disney.
I love that you have an Andy Smith. It's making me so hungry.
So your question is going to come from Cinderella.
Okay.
Could you see that at all, Hal?
I can see it. Yeah, you're good now.
Good always.
Fair enough.
Your question is, who is Anastasia and Drizella's stepsister? Hal?
Oh my God. Anastasia and Drizella and...
Going to have to press you for an answer.
Is it Griselda?
Incorrect. Mark, can you steal this?
Is it Cinderella?
Correct.
Oh, I was thinking the wrong way. Damn it. I psyched myself out.
Let's go Greatest Hits.
Greatest Hits. So we're going to go for history.
Okay.
Mark out with the chocolate.
What
Field of Burn.
Caribbean island did Columbus originally name Juana? Mark?
Puerto Rico.
Incorrect. How can you steal this?
Can you give me that again?
What Caribbean island did Columbus originally name Juana? I hope if I'm
Bermuda,
pronouncing that incorrectly, I apologize. But
Juana.
Juana. What did you say, Hal?
Bermuda. I know that's wrong.
Incorrect. The correct answer is Cuba. Cuba.
That was my instinct. Why do I keep going against my instinct every?
I don't know. Would you like to see your points? Will that encourage you to go with your instinct?
You should eat that Andy Smith.
We're going to go with the genus edition. 6. Okay. Your question is, what redecorating reality show is based on the British hit Changing Rooms? Mark?
I'm going to say Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
You're incorrect. Hal?
Trading Spaces.
You are correct.
Do you watch those? Do you guys watch those?
Yeah.
I used to watch Extreme Makeover Home Edition. Was the only one I ever watched, but
I did.
My friend was one of the carpenters on Trading Spaces. She was one of the ones who would be on camera helping build everything.
That replaced my my daily watching of Yen Ken Cook.
Yeah.
Hal, which mic does it say you're using?
Me?
Yeah.
Why did it change?
It
said AirPods Pro.
Yeah, it changed on its own.
I switched it back.
There you go.
Is that better?
Now you sound pretty.
Now art thou who thou art.
There we go. That fixed everything. Let's go pop culture, Ken.
Well, it hasn't fixed your point total
yet.
On
the right mic. Hey, listen, when you hear this podcast episode in November, just know that Zoom is being weird. Here we go.
He's blaming this on Zoom.
That's right.
I'll take the asterisk.
Fact is, he could hear the entire time. Your question is, what movie had the audacity to cast Chris Rock as a white blood cell? Mark?
Osmosis Jones.
Correct. What would you like to pick from?
Genus Edition.
Your question is, what does the ham in ham radio stand for? Mark?
High amplitude modulation.
Incorrect.
Hal?
Hand and mouth. I'll take Disney, please.
Wait. It took me a second to realize what was hand and mouth.
You're incorrect. The answer is amateur.
Amateur?
The H is silent.
Amateur.
Fair enough.
When it comes to sandwiches, I'm a real amateur.
You know what? Having the H be silent in that word, that is dishonorable to us all.
I know.
We're going to go with Anniversary Edition, category Science and Nature.
How far into the hour are we?
We only have 40 minutes left.
Yeah. Well, Mark's doing fine. Hal, you only have 40 minutes left.
I know. The clock's ticking.
Your question is...
They never catch up.
What British breed of cat is tailless? Tailless. Mark?
Devon Rex.
Incorrect. Hal?
Rex in effect. I will take Disney for 400.
Incorrect. It is Manx. Manx.
Manx.
Aussie Manx? Or that's the Austin Powers.
Tom Manx.
Tom Manx. Oh, right.
Tom Manxowitz. You know, he hosts.
Yeah, he hosts on AMC.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going for the totally 80s edition.
Okay.
This is a TV question for you both. What singer celebrated Christmas with the Muppets on a Rocky Mountain holiday special? Oh, that was Hal. It was close, but it was Hal.
John Denver.
John Denver.
Let's go Disney. Let's try. I know it's Mark's neighborhood, but I want to visit.
It's also, these Disney ones are such deep cuts.
Yeah, really.
Like, I just remember from last time it was like, who was the guy that walked back in the background of the third scene of Act 2?
So, speaking of deep cuts, you're going to be choosing from Mickey and the Beanstalk from Fun and Fancy Free.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Can't it be a question about Bongo and his unicycle?
Which is also in Fun and Fancy Free, but I'm sorry.
Bears do it with a slap.
That. They say it with a slap. They don't do it with a slap.
What an Ursa.
Well, you don't know what they do.
Hold on, I'll find the bongo card.
Oh my God.
Your question is, which star of Pinocchio narrates this film? Hal?
Jiminy Cricket.
You are correct. What category?
It's so frustrating. Here's what's frustrating. What's frustrating is on your own screen, regardless, it looks
you
like
always look like you're first.
You always look like you're first. Now, those last two, I was like, I got
this
that.
is why. This is why for me, because you're both being transmitted over the internet to me. This is an impartial way of adjudicating this.
It's funny to me that he said it was close because on my camera, I was way before you. I was
really?
Like, it was close? Said who?
On mine, I beat you.
Right.
It's so weird.
Let's go. Ooh, is there a 90s edition or am I out of my mind?
There is a 90s edition and you are out of your mind.
That's true. I'm only down 12 now, right?
Your question is no. I mean, you're still losing, but you're closer than you were.
Great.
Your question is, what was Bill Gates demonstrating at a 1998 Chicago trade fair when it crashed on him? Hal?
Windows 95.
You are incorrect. Mark?
Windows 98.
You are correct.
Oh.
If he was demonstrating Windows 95 in Windows,
it was the printer. He was trying to print, and it crashed. He got the blue screen during a
Mark, what edition would you like to choose from?
General knowledge was. Let's go. Yeah, Big Orange 6.
The genus.
Okay. Genus. Yeah.
Your question is, what legendary college hoops coach was known as the Wizard of Westwood? Mark.
I have no idea.
Hal?
Go ahead, Hal.
Oh my God. Why am I blanking on his name? He coached the Bruins.
You have to get an answer from you.
Woodson.
You're incorrect. It is John Wooden.
Wooden. Damn it.
Sorry.
I was like, you said basketball coach. I was like, if it's not Bobby Knight, I don't know who it is.
I like how you're holding up your sign while you're saying that.
Yeah, I was ready.
Name slipped out of my head.
It did.
Hal and I know the same amount about basketball.
It's like the point slipped through your fingers. We're going for the anniversary edition.
Wait, Hal, are you doing it again? Are you wearing the T-shirt from your other podcast that isn't ours? I'm so upset right now.
Are you wearing the T-shirt from our podcast, Mark?
Yeah, well, I'm wearing the shadow of it.
I mean, that would be rather hypocritical for you to try and tell someone else not.
There's a difference between wearing a solid color, as you are as well.
I mean, the framing, you can't tell what Hal's watching.
My personal mortal enemy.
Hal just looks like he has a colorful little pocket square. Your question is from the Entertainment Great Anniversary Edition. Question is, what movie was hyped? 5 criminals, 1 lineup, no coincidence. Mark?
The Usual Suspects.
You are correct. Edition would you look from?
You're both frozen on my screen. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say.
Boy, this new computer's going gangbusters.
Yeah, it really is.
I know.
Let's do another Disney one. I like the Disney ones.
A Disney one.
I blame Zoom.
So the film you'll be choosing, or you'll be having your question from, is Tarzan. And your question is, what is the name of Tarzan's adoptive mother? Mark?
I want to say Kala.
You are correct.
There you go. I don't care for Tarzan.
Oh, I like that
4
movie.
points.
That movie also has the darkest death scene for the villain of any of them. Oof.
It does.
Let's go 25th anniversary.
25th anniversary, and we're going to go with Science and Nature. Your question is, which was the only one of the accepted 9 planets at the start of the 21st century not to be named after a Roman or Greek? How?
Not to be named after a Roman or Greek goddess. Earth.
You are correct.
Did you guys switch what Your Very Excellent Mother when they got rid of Pluto? Do you remember that? My Very Excellent Mother
was
just
long out of school.
Pizzas.
I didn't need to switch out.
I still needed to do
the
it.
mnemonic.
So now the mnemonic is no longer 9 pizzas. She served us nachos.
I will take 1980s, please.
1980s. Totally 80s edition. Your question is, who skipped the 1981 Wimbledon winners' dinner, opting not to spend time with, quote-unquote, a bunch of stiffs? Mark?
Bobby Riggs?
Incorrect. Hal?
John McEnroe.
You are correct.
Let's stick with the 80s, please.
Was it because the answer wasn't Bobby Knight that you couldn't?
Yeah, I didn't know.
I know more about tennis than Mark.
I'm younger than both of you guys.
I
don't remember most of the 80s. I probably shouldn't say that because it'll handicap me in the selections now. 80s.
I mean,
where we are now.
Yeah, this is Hal's
this could
question.
Be a run.
Okay, you two ready?
This is what I love seeing is an Andy's do this.
I keep creeping it into the frame for you.
I would like both of your paddles to be out of frame, or you're going to be disqualified. What 3M product wouldn't have been noteworthy without Dr. Spence Silver's Mark?
Post-it notes.
You are correct.
Let's go back to genus 6.
The question is, what celebrity crime writer exposed the sinister side of high society as host of Court TV's Power, Privilege, and Justice? Mark?
That's Court TV. Let's go with John Grisham.
You were incorrect. Hal, can you steal this?
Can you repeat the question, please? What the person is?
What celebrity crime writer, exposed the sinister side of high society as host of Court TV's Power, Privilege, and Justice?
Sue Grafton.
Dominic Dunn.
Wasn't he the bearded bass player from the Blues Brothers band?
Yeah.
Yes, it was Donald Duck Dunn.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Let's go Disney.
Disney.
I want to give Mark a bigger lead.
No, man.
Okay.
I want him to tie me and feel good.
The film we're going to be choosing from is Beauty and the Beast.
2. Chip's Adventure.
Belle's Enchanted Christmas.
Yeah.
What creatures does the Beast save Belle from in the forest? Mark?
Wolves.
Correct. You're concentrating more on having the mint ready, Hal, than you are in actually getting it up or thinking about the question.
Big Orange 6, please.
If you want to eat your buzzer, fine.
I'm not going to eat it.
Okay.
I love you. Got it. It's
I just have a ring of chocolate all over my face. What?
Okay. From the Genus 6 edition.
What's the category?
Chosen by Mark. The category, it's going to be history.
Okay.
Your question is, what political scandal from the 1970s caused the New York Times to break its own... Hal?
Watergate.
Correct. Oh, you're getting serious now. I saw the mouth wipe, Mark. You got that...
Pop culture.
Oh, no, that was...
You're winning by Mark has got to be up by 10 plus right now, right?
No. You have
maybe 3.
You have like a hard fighting chance, Hal.
What's the score? Give me a score check.
Right now,
half hour.
It is Mark at 14, Hal
7.
at 9.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that close. My goodness.
If you want to think it's close, sure.
Oof,
what edition would you like to choose from, Hal?
Pop culture.
Pop culture.
I know. Philadelphia sports.
I'll always do 80. I'll always do Genus Edition, Greatest Hits, or Disney, and you always do pop culture 80s or 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Between the two of us, we get all the categories.
Are you ready for your question?
Yes.
You got to make these points up, Hal. You should be cutting down on the
as much as possible. I make the points.
What?
All right, fine.
What Rick D's novelty tune? Mark.
Disco Duck.
Correct.
I thought I was first on that. I did because Mark's not moving on my video.
Oh, really? I was
like, did he not know that one?
Let's go 25th anniversary.
Anniversary. And we're going to go for... And for the future, I'm going to finish after you've answered correctly. For the people watching and listening, I'll finish the question. I think that's fair to them.
After the question is answered.
Yeah, after the question is answered correctly. So we're going to go art and literature from the anniversary edition. Your question is, what Broadway musical was based on the comic strip Little or Mark?
Annie.
Correct.
Let's stick with the same box.
Same box?
Mm-hmm. Are any of these daily doubles? I've been trying to find daily doubles.
You've doubled up my score. Is that enough for you?
Your category is history.
Okay.
Your question is, which U.S. vice president shot a Texas attorney while out hunting quail? Mark?
Dick Cheney.
You are correct.
Same box.
While out hunting quail in 2006. The first question. Oh, no, you don't have to apologize. But you got your point. I just wanted to make sure everyone who was watching.
I feel like I generally have to apologize, Ken, for lots of things.
You're right. What edition would you like to choose from, Mark?
This is my blanket apology for everything I've ever done wrong, Ken. Let's go.
Is that Genus 7?
That's yes.
What edition, Mark?
Same box. Same one.
So from the anniversary edition, we are going with entertainment as our category. Your question is, what TV series theme song is Woke Up This Morning by you, Mark?
The Sopranos.
Correct.
Seriously, you lagged out that entire question.
You can put an asterisk by it.
You can put an asterisk by half of these because I hear like, what up this morning? I think it's The Sopranos.
Do you want to shut down all your downloads in the background?
I have nothing down. This is the only thing
Hal's got 5 torrents going right now.
The entire "You Can't Do That on Television" run is quietly downloading in the background.
Wait, I don't have to. I know you have it.
Mark, what edition would you like to choose from?
Let's go same box. I feel like I'm doing well with this one.
Okay. You got a geography question. Okay. So maybe your run's at an end.
We'll see.
What is Lapsang Souchong, a smoky flavored Chinese version of? Hal?
Beef jerky.
Incorrect. Mark?
Going to the chocolate.
You're incorrect. It is tea.
By the way, I love that you said this was a geography question. So you're like, smoky flavored Chinese version of what? I was like, I don't know, an island? Like, how is that geography?
Hawaii.
Take it up. Trivial Pursuit.
It's a culture thing. I get it. Geography and culture.
We're going to go for the 90s edition.
Okay.
Your question is, what new undergarment caused a furor in San Francisco Examiner dubbed, Mark?
Boxer briefs.
No. How would you like me to complete the question?
Yes, please.
What new undergarment caused a furor the San Francisco Examiner dubbed a tempest in a bee cup?
Oh, oh my God, Wonder Bra.
You are correct. How? Cracking double digits.
I never thought the day would come.
I want to give you one of those cards that says, you're 10.
1980s.
1980s.
Sure.
Time when Hal was still hopeful he would win this game.
I know.
We still got 23 minutes. Let's not jinx it.
Don't remind me.
What fitting name did McDonald's honchos give the massive airship they launched in 1985? Mark?
Big Mac.
Incorrect. Hal?
The McBlimp.
Correct.
Nice.
Let's go to the anniversary edition, please.
I love the idea that the honcho that McDonald's, everything that they own is whatever. It's like, we taking the McPrivate jet? Look, I'm going to the McHamptons this weekend. With your wife?
I can't believe
with my mistress.
Yeah, I can't believe my wife McCheated on me.
For the 25th anniversary edition, your category is entertainment. Your question is, what is the name of the White Stripes drummer? Hal?
Karen White.
Incorrect. Mark?
I don't know her name. Dana White.
Incorrect. Meg White.
Meg White. Damn it. I don't know why. As soon as I said it, I knew it was wrong, but I'm glad Mark didn't get it.
Thanks,
Meg
buddy.
White. She's a great drummer.
Yeah. I haven't listened to much of them, but that boom, 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 boom.
That's how a drum goes.
Is perfect.
There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that heavy.
Yeah.
Dead Leaves in the Dirty Ground has that too. That boom, 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 boom. Sorry.
You're the one who has to make up ground, Hal. This is your time you're wasting.
I've already won once.
People don't know.
I know. That's all that matters.
This is from the Genius edition. What superpowered carbon? I'm sorry. I'll start that again.
What's the category?
Wild card. So, okay. What superpowered cartoon trio realized that the only way to beat Hal?
Powerpuff Girls.
You are correct. To finish the question, what superpowered cartoon trio realized that the only way to beat the evil space broccoloids was to eat them?
There you go. It's impressive.
What edition, Hal?
Thank you. What was that one? I forget what I just picked.
That was Genus 6.
Let's go pop culture, please.
Let's go pop culture.
I've been doing very poorly with this box so far.
You are. Question is, what establishments were so prevalent in Carmel, California that counselors... Hal?
Starbucks.
Incorrect. Mark, would you like me to continue reading the question?
Yeah.
No, just see if you can get it. Don't be a coward. This is your moment. Don't shy away from it. You already have the lead.
I'd like the rest of the question, please.
What establishments were so prevalent in Carmel, California that counselors passed an emergency ordinance banning more in 2004?
I'm going to say Subway. It's the most popular, right?
You're incorrect. Art galleries.
Oh, finally, somebody's standing up to those things.
Yeah. Good thing we're going after big art.
Yeah. Oh, we're tired of seeing all those big drapey sweaters walking around our town.
We're going from the 25th anniversary edition. Science and nature is your category. Your question is, what does the average human lose between 40 and 100 of each day? Mark?
Hairs.
You have to be more specific.
Then hairs? Okay. Body hairs.
Incorrect. How could you steal it?
The hair on top of your head.
You are correct. Head hairs. Head hairs.
There's a lot of hair on a body, Mark.
The question is specific.
That's what I meant the first time, and then you were like more specific. I was like, well, then it's not hair, so body hair.
I asked you to be more specific than just hairs.
I'm not. I have no complaint with this one.
1980s, please.
1980s. 1980s. Your question is a TV question. What future Catwoman played Sunshine Jensen in the short-lived... Hal?
Michelle Pfeiffer.
You are correct. To finish the question, what future Catwoman played Sunshine Jensen in the short-lived 1980 series Bad Cats?
Let's stick around in the 1980s so I could try and get within 5 points of Mark.
What's the score now? I think you are
right
5.
Now. We are sitting at.
You went on a run.
Mark is at 18. Hal is at 14.
Yeah. See, I'm still pretty far back. So it's a lot of ground to make up.
Same spread.
Minutes.
You pretty much have done nothing.
Yeah. I just keep letting him drag me along as he works his way to the finish line.
So, your question is, the category is sport and leisure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And this is from the totally 80s edition. Just to clarify. What coach, with his wife Martha, defected to the U.S. during a 1981 Romanian gymnastics tour? Hal?
Bella Caroli.
You are correct.
Now I know that if mine goes up a split second before Hal's, I'm like, dang, Hal got it.
Well, whatever you want to tell yourself. Hal?
1980s.
1980s.
It's the only thing that's going to give me a fighting chance here.
Oh, my God. I don't remember the 80s as well as you. My consciousness began then.
Quiet, child. TV is your category from the 1980s. What sitcom siren's 8 TV movies in the 80s included The Seduction of Gina, The Princess and the... Hal?
Siren? Oh, my gosh. Sitcom siren. I'm
going to have an answer from you.
I'm just trying to think of somebody who's in a lot of TV movies.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to go with, do you want an answer or no? I have one.
You ran out. I'm sorry. I gave you plenty of time.
Okay.
You decided to raise your mint.
That's a very good answer.
So, I'm sorry. Mark, you gonna try and steal it?
I'm going to guess Sybil Shepherd.
You're both incorrect. I'm going to finish the question. What sitcom siren's 8 TV movies in the 80s included The Seduction of Gina, The Princess and the Cabbie, and I Was a Mail Order Bride? And the answer is Valerie Bertinelli.
Great.
Well,
Hal, did you have it?
I was going to say Meredith Baxter Birney.
Oh, good. So we didn't need to wait. We're going to go with...
Or was I?
Yeah, whatever. Pop culture. Pop culture. This is a music question for you both.
Okay.
What Clash song about government repression found new life? Hal?
Anarchy in the UK.
You are incorrect. Mark, would you like me to finish the question?
Yes, please.
What Clash song about government repression found new life 23 years later in a Jaguar ad?
Gonna
have to get an answer from you.
Should I stay or should I go? I don't know.
London Calling.
Oh, London Calling.
All right, guys.
And Anarchy is the UK is Sex Pistols. Thank you.
Yeah.
I do know that.
Well, save it for another question that might ask that.
You and I have the same tendency to, when we get a question wrong, lean in and go, but here's a thing that's vaguely related that I do know. I just want people to know that I know things.
I want people to know that I was aware of
the exact same thing.
Not only did I know I was wrong, but I know how I was wrong.
Yeah. Aware. I know exactly how I was wrong.
Yeah. So leave me alone, everybody.
Fascinating insight into your childhood. So we're going for the 90s edition. Your question is, what Brazilian tennis star inspires hordes of fans to scream "Guga, Guga"? Mark?
Monica Seles.
Incorrect. Hal?
Guga, Guga?
Yes.
Oh, the name of the person is James Guga. I will take Disney, please.
It is Gustavo Kuerten.
I'll say this. I know nothing about tennis.
That's right.
Well, your answers prove it. We're going for the Genius edition, 6. Your question is, this is sport and leisure. What nickname did Georgia Tech trademark for its Yellow Jacket mascot, Buzz, Sting, or the Pollinator?
Hal, do you want to go first and eliminate one?
Well, Hal raised his mint, so...
Did they trademark? Was that the question? I'm sorry. Can you repeat?
Did they trademark for its Yellow Jacket mascot? And I will not repeat any more of the question. You buzzed in.
Buzz.
You are correct.
Oh! Wasn't Buzz already the name of the bee for Cheerios though? Like, could they trademark a thing that already was a thing?
Yeah.
A yellow jacket named Buzz versus a bee named Buzz?
They could trademark it for use in sports.
Yeah.
They could specify it that way. Hal, what edition?
80s, please.
80s.
Man.
So bad at this trying so hard.
I know. I have to use strategy. I can't rely on my knowledge.
This is a movie question. Edition is the 1980s. What movie found Detective Pepstree Beck gushing? Hal?
Dragnet.
Correct. Finish it. He was gushing, thank God it's Friday.
That's right. That's like the big hero line.
Friday.
Yeah. Thank God it's Friday.
And I like what he says. You won't talk to me, so I'm watching my TV. He's got the little Watchman wrist TV.
Hal, what edition would you like to choose from?
1980s, please.
It's like if a Jeopardy board had all the categories, but one of the categories was just like went like it was like a popsicle. It went all the way up to 10,000.
Are you two ready?
Wait, speak for me for a second so I can make sure you're not lagging.
He's messing with you.
I know he is. I can't hear him. Now I can see him giggling.
Are you ready, Hal?
Yeah, you're definitely going to lag when you ask this, but go ahead.
Okay, well.
It's my punishment.
Whatever story you have to tell yourself about failure.
Oh, 7 years of this.
What wine cooler brand hired Hal?
Bartles and James.
What wine cooler brand hired actors Dick Mogg and David Ruffker as its
80s edition?
spokes characters? And it is Bartles and James.
Is this 80s edition?
This is 80s edition.
Man. If I'd remembered it was 80s edition the second you said wine cooler, I would have known.
Well, need to pay more attention to the game.
Ken, what is the score?
The score right now.
I think that was it.
It's tied.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well done.
Let me take 11 minutes to pick
for him on all 80s questions.
Tied with 10 minutes to go.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of time left on the clock.
There is a lot of time for you two to fumble this.
Let me think. I guess if I have to pick a topic,
it's going to be 80s.
Which you do.
80s.
I'm going to go 1980s. I'm not going to get this one right.
Oh my God.
But maybe you won't either.
When Mark was a wee
toddler.
Babe. Your question is,
Trebek can do 60 of these in 30 minutes.
Who played?
61.
Well, he's not here, is he? I am. I'm going to slow it down even more. Who played Ralph Furley on Three's Company? Hal?
Don Knotts.
You are correct. Starting to sweat, Mark?
1980s, please.
No, there's no stakes, so it's fine.
I think there are steaks.
No, I have 2 steaks in my freezer, dude. We're fine.
Steaks. I had meatballs earlier.
They're ribeyes. Oh, so good.
From the Totally 80 edition, the question is, what steel butterfly of the Philippines took flight from Manila with her hubby, Mark?
Imelda Marcos.
You are correct. Oh,
holy cow, let's get away from the 80s. Let's go.
He said the 80s. I guess that's what he wants.
No, let's go. Big Orange 6.
Big Orange 6.
1986.
What? 1980s?
Son of a.
What's
the category?
Wild card. So it could be anything.
Okay.
What?
Wait, hold on. The Genus edition has a wild card category?
Yeah, yes, it does now. That's what Orange is.
Yes.
I thought Orange was sports.
It was in the original.
Oh. Anyway.
What? I just want to tell you both that if you tie, the winner reverts to whoever was the winner in the last time we played this.
Great.
So you might not want to let it stay tied. What
again? No stakes.
Hal has 2. What did Jeff Lucky, buoyed by the success of his Stadium Pal strap-on urine reservoir for men, name its 2002 counterpart for women? Mark?
The female urinal?
You are incorrect. How would you like to hear the question again? Or would you like to an answer? What did Jeff Lucky, buoyed by the success of his Stadium Pal strap-on urine reservoir for men, name its 2002 counterpart for women?
The woman's best friend.
Stadium Gal.
Damn it.
Gal.
I knew it. The second after when you read it again, I was like, it's Stadium Gal.
You know what it should be called? The Sheepy. What do I have to name everything for everybody?
That doesn't rhyme with Stadium Pal.
It does to me.
Okay, we're going for the 90s edition. Your question is, who passed Eric Heiden to become the most decorated U.S. Winter Olympian ever as of when this edition was released? Hal?
Shaun White.
Press you for an answer. No, you are incorrect. Mark?
Apollo Antonono.
Bonnie Blair.
Oh. How sexist of both of us.
This is the 1990s edition. Don't forget. Great. So now we're going for the 1980s. So I get to pick.
There's still questions in the 80s?
It's a whole decade.
Yeah. So your question is, what hip brand was hyped with the line, "The family that ticks together sticks together"? Mark?
Swatch.
You are correct.
Nice.
Big Orange 6, please.
Big Orange 6, you're welcome. Question is, what
category?
Sports and leisure.
Thank you.
What athlete, you would have gotten it from that, what athlete gave up Tolstoy for comic books after leaving prison, explaining, "I'm not as deep and complicated as people"? Mark?
Mike Tyson.
You are correct.
Let's go Big Orange 6 again, please.
You had a chance there for a minute, Hal.
Yeah. I want him to tie me. I said it already. At least I made it competitive at some point.
This is sports and leisure again. What sporting news founder was the first to receive baseball's coveted J.G. Taylor Spink Award?
Is that really the name of it?
Mark?
J.G. Taylor Spink.
You are correct.
Is that true? All right. I was doing a bit. Let's go with Big Orange 6 again, please.
You should do more bits, Hal.
Yeah.
Your question. History is your category. What birds were kept atop the Eiffel Tower in World War I to warn Parisians of enemy planes? Hal?
Pigeons.
You're incorrect. Mark?
Did you forget what it said?
I'm going to say mockingbirds.
Incorrect. Parrots.
I was along the same vein as a parrot.
Smoking parrot.
On y va.
Yeah.
We're going
Nazis. Nazis.
Alarm.
We're going pop culture.
Yeah, ask everyone in Vichy if it worked.
We're going pop culture. Who did Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head welcome to the world on February 11th, Mark?
Lil Spud.
Incorrect. Hal, would you like
Baby
me to finish the
Potato
question?
Head.
You got it. Baby Potato Head. On February 11th, 1985.
1980s, please. I don't have a lot of time to try and tie or win.
I should open up
or at least not make it as embarrassing. Your question is, what deadly poison was released into the human body by the discredited anti-cancer... Hal?
DDT.
Incorrect. Mark?
Can
you like to finish the question?
Complete the question, please.
What deadly poison was released into the human body by the discredited anti-cancer drug Latril?
Lead? I don't know.
Incorrect. Cyanide.
Ooh.
Cyanide.
Doesn't seem pleasant.
So we are going for 90s edition. Give you both a sporting chance. What TV family resided at 10 Stigwood Avenue in Brooklyn? That is super close, but that was Mark.
The Huxtables?
Correct.
It's weird. On mine, I was like way before him. It's crazy.
It feels weird.
That'll let you sleep tonight.
It's very weird.
Mark?
I won't sleep tonight.
Genus edition, please.
Genus edition. What man-made devices music did scientists notice Australian birds were mimicking in 2001? Hal?
The didgeridoo.
Incorrect. Mark?
Can you repeat? Was that the whole question?
Yeah.
Would you like a repeat of the question?
Yes, please. Yeah.
What man-made devices music did scientists notice Australian birds were mimicking in 2001?
Bird call.
Cell phones.
The answer is cell phones.
Great.
Yeah.
It's a shame we didn't get that.
How did you get it more wrong than I did?
I don't know.
Birds.
So we're going to go.
Well, you said man-made device were birds responding to. I thought a bird call is a man-made device.
That is well-reasoned logic.
Thanks.
Didn't get you any points, but sure.
Hey.
We're going from the 25th anniversary edition. Category is history. Your question is, what is the best known invention of Peace Prize founder Alfred Nobel? Mark?
TNT.
Otherwise known as?
Tetra, I don't know.
Dynamite. Answer is dynamite, but I'll take TNT.
Wait, you can't give. Why are you giving it to him?
TNT is dynamite.
TNT is dynamite, but I was hoping you'd get the easy.
I thought you wanted like what the chemical compound was.
Sure. He did.
Okay,
Mark, what edition?
Let's go. Since this is probably our last question, since we're at the 29 and 40 seconds, I'm going to say Disney. What's the score? Let's do it after.
You got to be up by 6. You got to be up by 6 if you're up by anything.
No, he's up by 4.
So this is just for fun. Show off, Mark. Show off and show out.
Now here's the thing though. Mark, if you do not get this question correct, the next question, we will do one final question. It's worth 5 points.
What?
That's
Where
it.
did this? Oh,
hey,
sure. Okay.
I'm hosting this thing. We're going to give Hal a fight. I don't want Hal just to sit there stewing.
I'm not.
Okay. But this is a fair fight. I want you guys to have a fair fight.
Great.
Okay. Because we'd go on to midnight
Ken,
otherwise.
What's the question?
So this is the film, Lilo and Stitch, that you're going to be choosing from.
We may have already had this card.
Yeah.
You did not. What hangs on the cord around David's neck? Mark?
A key.
Incorrect. How would you like to try and steal?
Sure. A shell.
Incorrect. A fish hook.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to do, this is sudden death.
Take popcorn.
Okay?
Oh.
This is sudden death. 5 points. This is 5 points.
This was not part of the original game.
Never is. We're making it up as we go along.
Okay.
Sorry, everybody who's watching. Anybody who's left.
Anyone who's still watching.
Everyone is left. Everyone is there. It is growing as we're going on. They want to see if you can pull this out of the fire, Hal. This is your chance. And we're not going to go easy. We're not going to go 80s. We're going to go hard. So we are going to go for a science and nature question from the 25th anniversary edition. Your question is, do or die. This will either make it for poor Hal or break it for Mark.
Oh my God, it's like listening to Bon Iver. What's the question?
What was the name of the first manned mission to land on the moon? Hal?
Apollo 11.
Correct.
So Hal won again.
People of the world.
Right.
Oh, God.
It was a hard struggle.
I didn't want to.
Admittedly, there are winners and losers. Some losers are spoil sports. Poor sportsmen who can't take a loss. Who those people are, who knows? To anyone listening to this in the future. But I think you might know who it is. Because right now I'm going to congratulate someone who can actually answer back to their congratulations. Congratulations to Hal Lublin for winning this edition of We Got This Trivia Challenge.
That's dirty. That's dirty. I do not accept. I say Mark was the better man tonight, and he won. I relinquish my title to him and make it a tie.
So I'm very happy that you did that, because I think at the end of all this, that's the true spirit of We Got This, is that you two are a team, and that I know. This is why. There are no winners. There are no losers. There's only the We Got This team of Mark and Hal working together. It's a shame right now that Mark can't be with us to truly exemplify that spirit of togetherness, teamwork. It's a shame. It's a real shame.
It's terrible. I can't believe this is the last episode of the podcast, and people are going to have to listen to 2 more months of content before.
Yeah, it's really weird. So you guys, you got to see the cancellation. So enjoy the victory. You know what? This is like everyone who listened to Abbey Road before the Let It Be album came out.
He really did have a heart out. He really honored his heart out. I appreciate that. He said, I have a heart out at 8:30 and he's gone.
To be fair, I don't think that was the reason why he hard outed at the end of this. But thank you all for tuning in to this perhaps final edition of We Got This.
Could be it.
Enjoy it. Thank you, Hal. Thank you, Mark. You're welcome. It was a real pleasure to have you both compete during this highly above board, even-handed trivia challenge. Hal, do you have any final words to say?
No, I'm pleading the fifth.
You know what? I didn't think that the points mattered that much. You guys are just way too competitive, is what it comes down to.
He's sneakily more competitive than I am, and I'm very competitive.
You are super competitive.
I am.
So
I am. That's why I don't like having a 5-point question at the end. It feels cheap. Oh, he's back.
Hi, guys.
Oh,
Hi.
you missed so much.
Great.
I relinquished my win to you.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Oh, you took that really quick.
I didn't want to win
no
like
hard
that.
feelings, huh?
That was fun.
That was so good. I thought at first I was like, maybe he's actually mad, and then I was like, no, he has a heart out at 8:30. He just found a reason to leave.
Yeah, I do have a heart out at 8:30. I love you both. I have to go.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, buddy.
Bye.
All right, I'm stopping this.
Yes.
Goodbye,
Bye.
everybody.
We got this.
Listen, I'm a hotshot Hollywood movie producer. You have until I finish my glass of kombucha to pitch me your idea. Go.
All right, it's called Who Shot Ya, a movie podcast that isn't just a bunch of straight white dudes. I'm Iffy Whitey, the new host of the show and a certified BBN.
BBN?
Buff Black Nerd.
I'm Alonzo Duraldi, an elderly gay and legit film critic who wrote a book on Christmas movies.
I'm Drea Clark, a loud white lady from Minnesota.
Each week, we talk about a new movie in theaters and all the important issues going on in the film industry.
It's like Guess Who's Coming to Dinner meets cruising.
And if it helps seal the deal, I can flex my muscles while we record each episode.
I'm sorry, this is a podcast? I'm a movie producer. How did you get in here?
Iffy, quick, start flexing.
Bicep, lats, chest. Who Shot Ya? Dropping every Friday on MaximumFun.org or wherever you listen to podcasts.
I'm Riley Smurl.
I'm Sydney McElroy. And I'm Taylor Smurl. And together, we host a podcast called Still Buffering, where we answer questions like,
Why should I not fall asleep first at a slumber party?
how do I be fleet? Is it okay to break up with someone using emojis?
And sometimes we talk about bugs.
No, we don't. Nope.
Find out the answers to these important questions and many more on Still Buffering, a sister's guide to teens through the ages.
I am a teenager.
And I was too. Butts.
No.
But you change your mind far too many times over and over again. Over and over again.
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture.
Artist owned.
Audience supported.